Page 73. 6. Pronunciation. The word to has different pronunciations. Before consonants, to is generally pronounced t, like the first sound in the word tug. Before vowels, to is generally pronounced to, like the word to. Listen and practice.
1. Good morning and welcome to Advertising 101. 2. You are here today because you want to learn the secrets behind how advertisers sell to consumers.
As you can see, Thalith is saying that the pronunciation of to has two different pronunciations. One when it's before a consonant letter, any letter rather than the vowels, and one when it's before the vowels. When it's before the vowels, I pronounce it like to, but when it's before the consonant letters, I pronounce it like t, quickly, like the word here, tug. So as you can see here, he said to advertising, but here because L is a consonant letter, he said to learn. Not to learn. Okay, let's continue.
3. Because viewers admire and want to be like the person, they may want to use the product.
Did you see the difference between to use and to be? To be, he just said it quickly, as we said, and to use, because U is one of the vowels, he said to use.
4. The advertiser tries to get the viewer to respond to the commercial with some kind of strong emotion. 5. The advertiser wants the consumer to associate the product with the emotion.
Okay. Did you understand now how to pronounce to in two different places, one it's before a consonant and one before a vowel? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Right, now let's move on to the vocabulary building, which is related to the reading that we're going to take today. Here we're going to match the words with their meaning. We have consumer, exposed, logo, outlandish, and spontaneously and unconventional. Do you want some time to answer? To think about the answers?
Yes.
Okay, I will give you 2 minutes. They are very easy, by the way. Okay, shall we start?
Okay.
Okay, the first word that we have, which is consumer. What do you think the answer is? Who is the consumer?
Is a person. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's number E because it's a person.
Yeah, because of an ER. Good answer. Because of an ER, he's a person. And consumer, he's like a customer.
A person who buys things or services. E.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Ragad, Rafif, and Bayadir. Consumer is a person who buys things or services. He's like a customer. So number 1 is E. Number 2, exposed. We will now hear that exposed, meaning that he is exposed to many advertisements. What is the meaning of exposed?
Left unprotected.
Thank you so much. Left and protected. They always say when you go outside, don't leave your skin exposed. You have to cover it with with any creams to protect you from the sun. Thank you, Ragad. Thank you, Rafif, Farah, Bayader, and Najia. The third word is logo. What is the logo? We
A
also say
design.
that in Arabic. Mhm.
Yeah, we also say that in Arabic. A designed symbol of a business or product.
Yes, thank you so much. A design symbol for business or a product, and it's going to be B. Thank you, Ragad and Rafif, Najia, Bayader, and Farah. Outlandish. I think it's a new word for us. Outlandish. What do you think the meaning of this word? Yes.
Shockingly strange or unexpected.
Yes, shockingly strange or unexpected. Something that is shockingly strange or unexpected, we're going to call it outlandish. Outlandish, sorry, and it's going to be A. Thank you. Ragad, Najia, Rafif, Bader, and Rima. Spontaneously, it's going to be
without planning.
yes, without planning. And in Arabic, can you know the meaning of that?
بدون تخطيط.
Somehow, but when someone hears spontaneously, he is what? Just reacting the way
يعني
بعفوية. بعفوية.
Mhm.
Yes. And the last one, unconventional. Something which is unconventional.
different from what is typically.
Yes, different from what is typically expected. Thank you so much. I would call it unconventional. And the opposite of unconventional is conventional, something that is expected and traditional. Okay, remember those vocabulary because now we're going to learn them in sentences and the reading now. Thank you all of you. Thank you, Raneem, Ragad, Farah, Sarah, and Badir, and Najia, Rafif. Okay. So today's title is going to be ads everywhere. Do you buy it? Let's listen.
Pages 74 and 75. 8. Reading.
Ads everywhere. Do you buy it? For most people, it is virtually impossible to go through the day without seeing advertisements. From the time we wake up and flip on the TV or check our email, we are surrounded by advertisements. They are in magazines, on buses, on billboards, online, and on buildings, to name just a few of the places we see them throughout the day. According to a recent study, the average person is exposed to between 400 and 600 advertisements each day. This means that by the time we are 60, we will have been exposed to 40 to 50 million advertisements.
Okay, so let's stop here on the first paragraph. And my question is, how many advertisements the average person is exposed to each day? We know now the meaning of exposed to. Now, how many, according to the study that they have in this paragraph, how many advertisements you're going to see as an average person each day?
From 40 to 50 million advertisements.
This is when you are by the time of 60, when your age is 60. But the average person,
400 and 600.
yes, 400 and 600 advertisement each day, not for a year or a month. No, each day, any average person he is exposed to 400 and 600 advertisements. Can you imagine that? Okay, let's move on to the next one.
In the past, advertisements were usually designed to reach people in their homes through traditional approaches, like TV commercials and newspaper and magazine ads. However, People's viewing habits have changed dramatically in the last couple of decades. These days, people are less likely to give one form of media their full attention. For example, even if someone is watching TV, they are also often using the internet at the same time. Advertisers need the consumer's attention in order to promote their products. But because getting this attention is harder than it used to be, advertisers have been forced to find new ways of reaching the consumer.
Okay, on this paragraph, my question is, what are traditional advertising approaches according to the paragraph here? What are the traditional, conventional advertising approaches? Very old ways, traditional ways. What are they?
Designed to reach people in their homes through traditional approaches like TV commercials and newspaper and magazine ads.
Yes, thank you so much, Ragad. So the traditional approaches that has been known for many years, everyone do them. There are no creativity in them. TV commercials, newspaper, and magazines. Those are very old traditional ways to advertise your products. Okay, now let's move on. If you have your answer, you can write your answer in the chat. It's okay.
One unconventional place advertisements are popping up is in doctors' offices. In some doctors' offices, pharmaceutical companies advertise products on everything from boxes of tissues to the paper covering the exam table. Doctors get free products, and the advertisers get the consumer's attention. Similarly, advertisements are becoming more common in schools. Free products, such as book covers and educational posters, are offered by companies so that the company can advertise on these materials. In the U.S., a company called Channel One broadcasts a 10-minute news program followed by 2 minutes of commercials each day in 350,000 schools. Because the schools show these news programs, the companies give them thousands of dollars worth of much-needed audiovisual equipment.
Okay. What about now here this paragraph? He talks about two different things. He talks about the advertisement that we can find in a doctor's office. I think if you notice, if you went to the dentist or you went to a dermatologist, you're going to see that on their walls they don't have nothing. No, they have posters of advertisement of any product, whether a skincare product or maybe something related to toothpaste or anything, toothbrushes in a dentist office. Okay, so those people, they pay for example, to the company of the doctor, or they pay to the doctor himself. Now, moving on to an example in USA, there is a company which is called Channel One. What is Channel One, Thalith? What is Channel One according to the paragraph? Hello?
Broadcasts a 10 minutes news program followed by 2 minutes of commercials each day in 350,000 schools.
Very good. Thank you so much, Rod. So Channel One is a company that broadcast only 10 minutes news program. Okay. These 10 minutes include what? 2 minutes of commercials, advertisements. Okay. But the thing about this channel is that it's promote to what? To 350,000 schools. So can you imagine how many students are going to see these 10 minutes? Many. So, and because the school showing those news programs, the companies, which is the companies who are advertising in the program, they have to give thousands of dollars to the school. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Advertisers have found that one of the best ways to get consumer attention is to place ads in unusual places. So, ads are popping up in all kinds of unexpected places, like pizza boxes, grocery carts, air sickness bags on airplanes, and even on pieces of food like bananas and apples. A television network recently imprinted its logo on 35 million eggs. They called the approach eggvertisements. One of the strangest developments in advertising has been people selling advertising space on themselves. This mini trend began in 2005 when a man offered his face for advertising to the highest bidder on eBay. A pharmaceutical company won the spot, paying the man $37,375 to place a temporary sticker on his forehead to advertise one of their products. He may have been the first to offer such an unusual exchange, but he was not the last.
Okay, in these two paragraphs, my question is, what are unusual places for you to see advertisements, according to the paragraph here? He mentioned some places that are unusual to see advertisements. TV commercials, magazines, and newspaper, they are traditional ways. We are expecting to see advertisement on them. But what are the things that we're not expecting?
Pizza boxes,
Uh-huh.
grocery carts, air skins bags on airplanes, and even on pieces of food like bananas and apples.
Yes, thank you so much, Rod. So they say that they find advertisement in pizza boxes, in grocery carts, and also they find it on sickness bags on airplanes, and even on pieces of food like bananas and apples. I think many years ago we used to have advertisements when we open pizza boxes, but now I don't think so. For many years we don't have those things. Maybe they are going. For us, we have one thing when we want to see advertisement is when they slip the paper that they are going to advertise their products on. They slip it under the door of our house. So this is one of the things. And also they have advertisement, which means, what is the meaning of advertisement? Mm-hmm. That is, advertisement is when there is a television network recently imprinted its logo on 35 million eggs. So they call this approach advertisement. Okay, now can you mention one of the strangest development in advertising that has happened in 2005? What happened in 2005? There is a new approach of advertisement. Hmm.
A man offered his face for advertising
Yes,
to the
thank you.
highest to
Uh-huh.
the highest bidder on eBay.
Yes, do you know what is ePay?
It's like Amazon and stuff. They sell
Yes, it's
stuff there.
yes, it's sales stuff. It's like Amazon. So this man, he advertised his face, or he offered his face for advertising. That's really crazy. So a pharmaceutical company won the spot, and they pay him $37,000 in order to put something on his face, stickers or stuff, to advertise something. This is one of the strangest things. This is the first time that I hear about this. Okay, the last paragraph that we have.
Perhaps the sneakiest form of advertising is called buzz marketing. This involves a company hiring people to create excitement about a product. In exchange for free products or money, these people pretend to talk about the product spontaneously in everyday settings to people they meet in their daily lives. Sometimes professional actors are even hired to pose as users of the product. If the technique is done correctly, the consumers do not even know that they were the target of buzz marketing. Lately, buzz marketing has been spreading to chat rooms, internet forums, and blogs. Wherever we go, advertisements seem to follow. Unless you're reading this article on a desert island, there's probably an advertisement close by. And there seems to be no limit to the lengths advertisers will go to in order to catch our attention. In the years ahead, we can expect advertisers to come up with even more creative, surprising, and outlandish forms of advertising in their ongoing efforts to grab our attention and our wallets.
Okay, so this is the end of it. Did you enjoy those new ways of advertising?
Yes.
Yes, I think one of the things is advertisement. I like this word, advertisement, and the man who offer his face to advertise. Maybe he needs money. Okay, so the thing is, we're going to stop here. We only have 5 minutes left.